Oh, why hello. It is cold and it is windy, but here's the thing. This is what we're doing today. Picking a rye barrel, 16 samples. Filling up a tawny port barrel. She's really, really, really big. And we're gonna start some blending projects. Let's get into it.
We got a Brandon for scale here. I gotta back up. Dude.
What the fuck did that put you on blast like that? I think we're good, dude. Let's just rip it and see.
Rip one more?
I think we rip it and see. Worst case scenario, overflows.
Dude, look at how much honey is still in there.
Yeah, it's wild.
Oh my
Oh,
god,
it's
it's
wet.
coated
Yeah,
well.
it's crystallized.
Yeah.
Very much so.
Oh, it's like liquid.
So
Whiskey
fast.
leaking out with this new barrel.
Oh no.
Something's leaking out. Restart. Sorry.
Okay, so we have two samples that are 5 yeses, 1 maybe, and then one sample that is 5 yeses, 1 no.
That's not all the barrels though. Which ones are we missing?
No, that's all of them. 3 and 4.
It literally can't be.
3 and 4 we also said you
Okay.
said we tried
We
yesterday.
need to retry 3. We're down to 2.
Yep.
Right? Correct?
Yes.
2 barrels is what we're down to.
Mostly because of me.
Actually, solely because of Sean. Not
Yes.
mostly.
That one? Alright, we're good.
That one feels wine finished.
It's number 4.
That one feels wine finished. This
16 is 16
truly
is the
feels-
only one that I thought was close to number 4.
This truly feels like a double rye pick, and it's not finished.
That's the first fucking pallet we pulled in a day ago. Went through all these. Didn't need to. Yeah, we do have to. Due diligence. Now,
I like that more. Not more than rye 1.
yeah,
Rye 1's built different.
yeah.
I like this more than rye 2 by a margin.
Cut the film. All right, goodbye.
Ryan Elvis will love this. Somebody send this to Ryan Elvis.
I didn't want you to drink it all. I wanted to sip.
This is one of my favorite turkeys ever. This is Ryan's, and then it was Nick's. It's been amazing. That'll focus at some point, but I love it. I truly love it. Thank you for bringing that. I know you
Yeah.
brought it for Chris, but thank you for letting me
We
drink
got
it.
to kill it.
Seriously.
That's awesome. Yep.
Nick did say this has to be gone before we leave. Love you, buddy. All right. Oh, there's 2% left on this camera.
You
We're
can-
gonna barrel this.
You can cliffhang
bottle
from that,
this.
baby.
This looks like we dropped it off a forklift. All right, it's all done. Sean has filled all of these boxes with handwritten labels.
It's a lot of fun.
So huge shout out to Luke and Nick for helping this bottle this week. Brandon and Chris came out tonight for a while too, which is awesome. It was a good week and we got a lot done. The only disappointment, Barton barrels weren't ready. Damn it. Heater's about to kick on, 9 something at night, and we're wrapping up. Cheers, everybody. We did it.
Was here. I met a patron today at the shop. Was doing some labeling. So let's see. We got all of these done so far. Those to go. Bourbon's done. I actually took a nap in my car because I was dying. Got the plague over the weekend. But tonight, we're going to try to be welding up this frame tonight and get that up for light. So hopefully everything goes well. So we got my brother here. We are working on the welding. Yay, welding. We got James. James helped us do the floor, so shout out James. And we have Chris doing electrical. Shout out Chris. But eventually, this giant mother effer gonna be up there, giving us new lights. Nothing's gonna go well here. Aaron, how nervous are you right now?
I'm far enough back. I'm not nervous at all.
Little snag. They're doing some finish work for us, and we'll get the last one in there. Kind of working. I'll update after we feel less like it's gonna die. So we actually have lights that don't suck now. So we made it. We're doing great. Until the next time.
We, in the last video, double barreled some of our MGP.
We have left these barrels up here on purpose with the heat going to get them moving in and out of the barrel.
Yeah, we're going to try them real quick. Elijah Craig 18 barrel, a Char 3 medium toast brand new barrel, and a 15-year-old Barton barrel with actually all 6-year MGP in them now. The MGP that went into these, which is a 21% rye bourbon.
New oak barrel.
I'm gonna give you guys a little hint.
That
Oh.
smells toasted.
Yeah, it does.
That is super
Real
toasted.
toasty.
Yeah,
Oh.
Like gingerbread cookies.
Yes.
that's super toasted. Okay, this is the Elijah Craig 18. This is actually what patrons' #1 vote was this barrel.
Like blackberry on it now. Like it's fruitier than it was.
Yeah,
The youth aspect or the bready notes are gone. Actually, almost entirely on the nose.
they got a chocolatiness about it.
Yeah.
Mouth feels a lot
That's
better
way better.
Oh, she's spicy on the back end too.
It's real spicy on the back.
on the roof of my mouth.
That's a month and a half, give or take.
Yeah.
This is our 15-year-old Bourbon barrel.
This is what me and Dan did because we figured this is the best, and it is, right?
Definitely.
Shoot!
You know what? Now, Sean and I are about time, right? You guys wanted quick results. We were looking
Yeah.
for the long game.
Yeah.
Oh, man. That actually got nutty. It was bready before, it's nutty now. So what we've learned today, this Bourbon barrel?
Patrons might have been right. This Elijah Craig 18 barrel, very, very good.
Pretty good. That's the best one. So we're going to do some other finishing projects with some of our ryes. We have 20 barrels of 95.5 rye out there that are turning 7 in, I think, February.
Yeah.
So we're going to get a tawny barrel, a very large one. Sean's got some honey barrels to play with. We've got a bunch of different stuff. We're going to start finishing some different projects. We did buy some more MGP.
Yes.
Direct, though. This
Yeah, that was directly from MGP, so we know exactly where it's been aged. We
Yes.
don't have the worry of, hey, it came from a broker. We don't know where it's from, but it's still MGP.
Yes.
Oh, by the way, it was aged 6 years in the cellar.
we bought 8 barrels that are 6.5-year-old, 21% rye bourbon from MGP, and then we bought some more light whiskey that's 7 and change. The light whiskey is fun to play with, and double barreling light whiskey just is
It
great.
fits. It's
honestly.
nice. Yeah.
Welcome back. Again, it's a new day. It's always a new day. Every day is a new day. We got a new table. You can see it right there. Tamps came in today for the American whiskey label. So we're gonna tamp these while we're hanging out, and then realistically, that can go to DC. And then once those go to DC, we can sell them to patrons, which is great. That's what we've been aiming for. That's what we've been trying to do. So by the time this video comes out, they either have been sold or are basically currently being sold, depending on how long it takes to get them to DC. So one of them's the American, one's the Bourbon 3, and one's the Rye 3. Hope you guys like them if you get them.
We got a Brandon for scale here. I gotta back up. Dude.
What the fuck is that? Put it on blast like that.
Well,
Listen,
we got an Adam for scale. You're the only one that was in frame.
this is Daddy's Tawny Porter.
Yeah.
She's a big gal. She's from France.
That's almost an understatement. Tawny.
Place your gas.
We're gonna do some barrel transfers in there. So he's gonna go get some rye. Let's go pick out some winners. I bet we need more than that. That is 3 barrels of rye. And I bet it's not gonna be enough to fill up that barrel. So Dan's got his fun project, and I also have mine. What we have here are honey barrels. We got 3 of them, all the finishes. Make things happen. So after Dan does his barrel transfer of rye, I'm gonna have to figure out what I want to put in my honey barrels. Normal
It's
barrel.
on a pallet, mind you. but-
Normal barrel for scale, and then we got that.
It's a Terran Sod from France, if you're wondering. Tawny Port. I'm gonna take these off. We'll get the pump thing set up, and
Yep.
then we'll lay this on its side. We'll start.
How are we gonna stand it back up?
We're probably not going to. I don't think we're gonna. We're going to pull a little bit out of each barrel, and then, you know, that'll be the blend before. Looking barrel, dude. We're gonna dump this, we're gonna dump another one, we're gonna fill up that barrel. We can go see what's going on down there. Oh, dude.
I had to throttle it a little bit because
Look at
it's just slightly
Oh,
faster.
this has been my dream. This has been my fucking dream, dude. Truly.
Listen,
I want to do tawny port, and then I want to do toasted at the end after we blend it all together and figure out the blend ratio, because the ruby barrels are way smaller. So the tawny's supposed to be funky, and then the ruby's supposed to be really sweet and rich. So should add some interesting
that was
character.
a full barrel.
We're dumping a 95.5 rye MGP barrel right now into this barrel. Everything going in here will be 95.5 rye MGP.
Yeah, look how fast that's going, Dan. I gotta slow back down.
Aerating the shit out of that.
When we dumped last time, we thought the mesh filter was gonna be our issue because it was going really, really slow. What we figured out was it's actually our dump trough here. And so this used to sit down in the bottom, and this was getting clogged up. So what we did was recycle some bungs that we already have, put those down in there, not like they can't touch whiskey, and then we put that over top so all the char doesn't fill up that little dump. and it goes so much faster.
You haven't pulled a bung
No.
yet.
This is 16.
I'm gonna try to 50. Holy shit, dude. So we have a slow down here.
Are you ready? It
I
is.
don't know how to not. Oh, it's just black in there.
Yeah.
It just looks like a barrel.
Here, 1 sec. So that's pretty good. So that is not super full, but this guy,
Oh yeah. Oh my.
and that's not all of it.
There's no way that's, dude.
I gotta go.
That's what made it through the mesh up there.
Yeah, the mesh up there is I think 1/4 inch.
It's big. Yeah.
There you go.
Sean weighs less than the barrel, which is an interesting statistic.
We're probably close.
It's less.
Well, what time is it? 4:30.
Probably 8 o'clock.
I gotta
at
go
night.
here shortly.
Right, 8 o'clock at night.
No, I gotta go like now. My wife's gonna kill me.
Oh no, Gabby, we're sorry.
We have a baby class.
Oh shit. Just want to know what's in here. Not much. That wasn't a lot. Sean's gone. While the adult is away, the children shall play, I feel like is the move. Sean literally said shit's gonna go awry after he left. I almost hammered this off, truly. Brandon stopped me and then Adam was like, no, you didn't take the wrong thing off. Thankfully, I'm not necessarily here alone.
Next time we take it apart, we'll use a hammer.
This is Dan's special project.
I am. This is, yeah, that's true. If it's messed up, it is actually on me. So I just cleaned this out, is what I did. Because it was.
Other way, buddy.
Yeah, obviously, Brandon. Idiots. Full again. Man, there's O-rings and gaskets. It's just so much nonsense. Okay. That's back. We're good. I took the wrong clamp off, was obviously the issue here. We're gonna set this down. We're gonna get another barrel of rye up there, and then I'm gonna grab the short barrel of rye and put it up there too. We'll dump that. There's a barrel with probably like 5 bottles in it, and so we'll dump that in there. Yeah, this is one that showed up like empty. Dude, so crazy. Wish he doesn't just come out. It's like not even
That's
remotely
like a
close to
third
half
full,
full. Yeah.
maybe.
All right, hand me that flashlight again. And let's just double check her while we're here. I think we're good, dude. Let's just rip it and see.
Rip one more.
I think we rip it and see. Worst case scenario, overflows. That's our worst.
That
right?
is a bad scenario.
That's our worst. We can stop it and we can roll the barrel up top. So we can stop it. We're gonna dump another barrel. And I think it's gonna fit. Dude, the anxiety Sean has right. You gotta realize Sean's in a freaking baby class.
And he's more worried about this.
He's worried about a child and me at the exact same time. Imagine
So
that.
he's worried about 2 children.
That is exactly accurate. How many barrels did we get in here? 3 or 4?
3 and
3 fulls-ish.
Yeah.
And then the short. So we got technically 4 barrels in here, but one of them was a super short barrel. And we figured it's you think about here?
Yep.
Yeah, somewhere around this, somewhere between here and here, I guess. We're going to rebung it, and it's gonna stay in here where it's warm, so it gets some interaction. Before we leave, should we go smell like a honey barrel, maybe the pear brandy barrel? Yeah. That's the move. We're gonna smell those, and we'll leave on that. All right, let's just smell this real quick. This is a 30-gallon honey barrel. We got 3 of them. These were for Sean. Sean wanted to do this project. Oh, if that's not honey. Okay.
We're Blair Witch Project shit.
Yeah, it is. This is World Cooperage, Center of France, Profile CDO. Dude. Okay, when you think pear brandy, that's what you want it to smell like.
Smell that real quick.
Ooh. It smells like a ripe pear, but like a candy pear. If there was a pear runt, that's what it would smell like.
like a pear Jolly Rancher.
Yes. I forgot that I bought a Malbec barrel. That's what that is. It smells like food. Barbecue, Asian cuisine?
Got a little sweet and sour sauce to it?
Dude, I don't know. That's gonna be a funky gal right there. All right, we're out. We're out for real. We'll see you guys. Thank you guys for helping today. We appreciate it.
Absolutely.
Thank you guys for watching the video. We will see you tomorrow. We're gonna do some more barrel transfers and do some more stuff. See ya. This was one of the barrels we were gonna single barrel.
Yeah.
We didn't, obviously. This turns 5 in February. So this is the high rye mash bill that we're contract distilling at Sagamore right now. I think it's maybe a little under half or under. I definitely think it's under half, I guess I'd say.
She's pretty low.
Oh, buddy. Here's the thing. To create some more unique things, we have a lot of these MGP barrels that we got from the broker that were in a cellar. We have a lot of those left. I think we've got 6 of them that we haven't used yet. They turned 6 in November, so they're all 6 now. So we figure we actually have some more legacy barrels sitting, and then we have some more wine, brandy, and different barrels like that. So we're gonna move those probably 3 or 4 of those into the legacy barrels.
Oh, dude, look at how much honey is still in there.
Yeah.
It's wild. Oh my
Oh,
god,
it's
it's
wet.
coated
Yeah,
well.
it's crystallized in there.
Very much so.
Oh, it's like liquid.
Full transparency, wet barrel.
Very wet barrel.
Oh.
Oh yeah, that's honey.
And
That
it
is-
tastes like whiskey.
Buddy, here,
That is definitely
hold that.
honey.
Oh, that's phenomenal.
So
Is whiskey
fast.
leaking out of this honey barrel?
Oh no.
Something's leaking out. Is it leaking out of the top?
No, it's leaking right.
Oh, I see. And a lot, yeah. So the head might be fucked on that. I mean, as long as it stands up, it'll, you know what I mean? We just got to get it whiskey in it. We have other barrels that have fucked
I know
heads.
somebody who might have beeswax. Literally right
What we
now.
need is about
Literally
a 2-inch hole saw.
Trying to top bunger for those at home.
We dump it in and still leaks.
So,
Brandon, what the
I was
fuck?
gonna say,
That's-
goddamn.
it's like bad juju. Mind you,
Brandon doesn't get.
my assumption is it's going to leak, but this is where the shot. Sean has rebunged the barrel into a top bung.
Yeah, we need to get a real, just a real hole saw.
Just because the top of the head obviously was leaking significantly. There was enough char in that barrel that this wand kept just getting clogged at our filter here. So we just decided to use gravity and run it through that.
It's leaking everywhere.
So we're gonna try and transfer it to a different honey barrel and then dump the leaky gal into the other honey barrel as well. So that's where we're at.
Shout out to Chris and Brandon for getting us beeswax
True.
to, like, basically paraffin wax these.
Yeah, because it was leaking just a
But
little.
we got nice natural beeswax to do that now.
Yeah.
Dump a little bit in there.
Okay, tell me when, okay?
Sure.
Nailed it. You see how that reaction time? Sean said, sure, I was already out.
It's gonna be a little heavier because of volume-wise.
Okay, really quick, because nobody knows what the hell we're doing right now. I'm on a pallet, so I'm 8 inches
Oh
taller
shit!
than Sean.
I didn't even realize
Okay,
it.
what we're doing right now is that's a sample out of our double-barreled MGP bourbon, right? Yes? And then that's our 35% rye in a honey barrel.
Dude, fucking smell that.
Oh, hold that for me for just a second. Just a second, dude. Just let me have my time with this one. I'm not a honey guy.
I know.
I might be.
That smells amazing.
Buddy. Wait.
We can put it in that.
Oh, the finish is fucking literally perfect. Brandon, drink
We
this
can just
right
put it in
now.
the tank right now.
Brandon, drink that right now. Less honey, more toasted. I just want to see what happens because we have some.
That's probably mostly toasted at this point in
We
time.
have a full barrel of toasted and a 30-gallon of honey that's not full.
Yeah.
The nose is the best honey nose that. And I'm not a honey guy, so this carries 0 weight. But this is the best honey nose I've ever smelled.
Sean, you look gigantic, by the way, compared to Dan.
About time. This is what I feel like every
This
day.
is how Adam Ziegler feels. With everyone around
That's
him.
the best one.
That's very heavy on
Toasted.
toasted.
And it's perfect. Oh, we're not going to do anything except that from here on out. Whiskey in winter. Here we go. Because we didn't have a bung for that.
I'm good on that. No, I'm straight good on that.
It smells,
That smells like vinegar.
I said with vinegar. That's what I said.
That smells like salt and vinegar chips.
That's our Malbec barrel.
Yeah, I'm real good on that.
Hello, new day. MGP barrels are here. Our first ever direct purchase from MGP. We paid for these barrels, all 12 of them. We are working with MGP. If you want to know more about MGP, you can click the link in the description right below. There's a little link down there for you. It'll explain more what they do, but we've never purchased direct before. We've got 8 6.5-year-old bourbons. We have 4 7.5-year-old light whiskeys. They're on the truck. I'm going to go get them off the truck. Guys here, FedEx Freight is here right now. So they got here in 2 days. These are awesome. These look great. They look fantastic. They look like they're 6.5. You love to see it. We've got distilled 2017. E is the month. So January, February, March, April, May, A, B, C, D, E. 5 and 5, dude. That's how I figured that out. May 17, 21% bourbon, 53-gallon barrels. Hopefully they're all pretty full here. Oh, yeah. Yeah, she got some in her. The pallets MGP ships them on are these big, humongous monster pallets. So, pretty cool. All right, I'm going to drill into a couple of them. We're going to taste them. All right, before we go through the barrels, today is also the day in which these pallets go to DC for patrons. So if you're a patron, that's how you'll buy those. We're gonna load those up. This is the first thing we've ever shipped out of here to DC for patrons, which is really cool. Now there's 2 still warming up, but we've warmed up the other 6. Every one of these, honestly, is like either ready to be used in a blend. I think a couple of these could even be single barrels, truly. I think if somebody came here to do a pick, some of these would be good enough right now for single barrels. They're 5 months older than the ones that we bought from the broker. These taste way on profile, way closer to what I would expect to buy and pay for and get. What we've learned now, this was an experiment truly, and what we've learned is we will just, if we're buying MGP barrels now, we will just buy them directly. What this does for us is it gives us 8 more barrels for blending. It gives us more things like finishing projects we can start. The nice thing is like we can start finishing these barrels down here, which were the ones we got from brokers, to like catch them up, get them up to speed, get them different profiles. Keep some of these aging would be awesome, and then to use them in blending would be absolutely phenomenal. When you buy something and it costs the amount of money that all whiskey and barrels cost right now, that is what you expect to get out of them. One of the things we're going to do with some of our MGP whiskey is use it for blending, along with other distilled products from other places. So this was a 35% rye Sagamore. We've been over that in this video, I'm sure. This was a 21% rye MGP. This was one of the ones we got from the broker that was aged in the cellar, so it was tasted younger. But we got a lot of color and a lot of flavor off that new char barrel upstairs. So Brandon's idea was blend these together. We did it that one night. It was fan-freaking-tastic. So we're thinking maybe for like a grand opening release, we use some MGP and some of our contract distilled 35% rye from Sagamore bourbon. Blend them together, a little toasted, a little honey finish. Make something cool.
Oh yeah, the bonus points stuff.
Science.
Mm-hmm.
When we were out at Old Elk, we hung out with Greg Metz, and he said that he blends by weight like Sean is doing currently because of science things. So if you want to look that up, I guess it has to do with volume and density and liquid and temperatures and obviously some other things like that. So
If you name enough things, you'll be right.
there is ratio in which those two work together. We do know that. We just don't know exactly where the best ratio is yet.
Power mingle.
Power mingle?
Yeah.
That's a shirt,
You
dude.
like
Power mingle's a shirt, buddy. Get your own, Knox.
You got him stick in there.
Knox got a bed. One of these, I don't know what's in any of these, except all of them have the honey and the toasted in them. One of them's rye, one's light whiskey, one's bourbon, I believe, and then I don't know what the other one is. So the purpose of this is to create something completely unique using what? Realistically, MGP rye, light whiskey, bourbon, and then finishing barrels, and then obviously the 35% rye went into that honey barrel. So 7's my favorite one I've had yet. No.
Only one you've had.
No. Out of like that whole day we did this,
Oh.
I like 7 more than everything we had that day.
Okay.
Which is, that's gotta be the rye. 8. Oh, 8's a little smoky. I like 8 too. I think I like 7. Man, I like the finish on it. 9 has to be the light whiskey. I didn't like add anything to it. I just wanted to see. I told Sean, I go, will you just appease me and do that? I don't know that it's gonna be better. We gotta try it. If we don't try it, we never know. Really quickly, still off topic again, but we just got a new rinser sparger from TCW. Look how, dude, it's pretty.
I put it on Patreon.
Oh my gosh. That's a lot of piss.
Line pressure, it's 100.
Yeah. I think front runner, I want to revisit 8, but front runner favorite 7. And I think that's the rye. I could be wrong, but 9 is out. 9's out for me. Is 9 out for you?
Yes.
Okay. Is 9 light?
No.
Oh my gosh. We're gonna have to start forecasting back up, dude. This is a fucking shit show. 7, 8 are my top 2.
Mine too.
Oh, thank Jesus.
I can make a bigger blend of those, so you should be happy. So here's why I fuck with you. 8 is the light whiskey.
Okay.
They're all in the exact same ratio.
Okay.
So it's the smallest amount of the additional barrel.
Yeah.
So it's a 2-to-1 on the toasted to honey.
We figured out that was the move.
Yeah.
Is like we were adding this third component to try to level things out, and we just couldn't figure out why it was being weird. We needed a very small addition, basically.
Yeah. So it'd be a 2-to-1 of the third barrel and the honey, and we found that the third barrel was running over the mixture too much, so we dropped it down to a half. So you got 2, 1, and a half. The first one, number 7, your favorite, right off the bat. is blend number 5.
I'm an idiot because we drank 5 out there.
Yeah.
And we probably drank, I actually killed sample 5 on that table. Chris was like, I wonder how that'll mingle. Sean says he's going to mix up bigger ones. Listen, as stuff sits like for a day or 2 or 3, it'll change. So, like a slightly bigger batch of the 2 that we preferred. And then I think we pick one, and then if we want, play with ratios after we actually like narrow down which one we like the most. So.
The light actually added like more of a marshmallow.
Yeah.
Like a lot more than I thought it was going
Yeah.
to.
So, if you're wondering what we're going to do with MGP, listen, there's a lot of MGP distilleries or NDPs or, blending barrel codes, stuff like that out there. If you're wondering how you can make it different or unique, barrel finishings, blends, different blends, blending different distillates with MGP, Sean's going to blend these up. We'll let them sit for a few days here, and then we'll revisit. So we'll do that in the next video. Cheers, everybody. Thanks for watching. Click the link below if you want to learn more about MGP too. They're there.
I'm going to need like a little bit more up. Alright. I've never been more nervous in my fucking life to drive a pallet out. I got Luke on the line here. We're turning. We're stopping. I'm so nervous. We can't live without you, so we need you. Alright, this is what spilled the blend right here, this bump. This guy right there. Oh yeah. Hell yeah, brother. Look at ya. Right against that wall. Oh, now that's a fun noise. I stopped touching the handle. It would still get
Like butter. This guy's certified. 100%.